case. Citywide, of course, be safe. Don't text and drive. Federal prosecutors expected to announce whether or not NYPD Officer Daniel Pantaleo will face charges in the controversial chokehold death of Eric Garner. Today's decision comes just one day before a critical deadline. CBSN New York's Jenna DeAngelis is in downtown Brooklyn with more on this story. Jenna, what are the new developments today?
Well, Alex, I can tell you that tomorrow marks 5 years since Eric Garner's death. It's also the deadline for the Department of Justice to decide whether or not to file federal charges against police officer Daniel Pantaleo. Now, Officer Pantaleo is accused of placing Garner in a chokehold back in 2014 while attempting to arrest him on Staten Island for selling loose cigarettes. Garner died following that confrontation. A grand jury declined to indict Pantaleo on criminal charges. Then U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder announced a federal civil rights investigation, and that probe is still open. But the deadline is looming. Federal authorities have until tomorrow to decide if Pantaleo and others involved in the arrest will face federal charges. If the feds decide not to proceed, a decision is expected by Police Commissioner James O'Neill on Pantaleo's fate with the NYPD as soon as tomorrow. This comes after Officer Pantaleo's recently completed departmental trial. Pantaleo has been on desk duty since the 2014 incident, but he could be fired. So here's what's happening today. The DOJ and Eric Garner's family will be meeting today. They both plan to speak after that meeting. And again, we are expected to hear a decision. We're in Brooklyn. Jenna DeAngelis, CBSN, New York.